Hello, beautiful soul. Today's topic is people pleasing to purposeful living. So, from people pleasing to purpose living. Take a deep breath with me. Just one. Feel that. Whew. This is the breath of life God gave you. But let me ask you a question. Does your head ever feel heavier than your body? I remember those days. I spent years in a business and in relationships where I was constantly looking left and right, wondering, is this what they want?
Stop searching outside.
Am I doing enough to please them?
The permit you seek.
Will they judge me if I change? I was sleepwalking. I was carrying a heavy load on my head that wasn't even mine to carry. If you are exhausted today, it's likely because you are living for an audience that doesn't even have a seat at your divine table. So today, we're going to free your mind from the cage of people pleasing.
Stop searching outside.
We think that being good means making everyone else happy. But the Arcturian wisdom and the messages God has downloaded into my spirit tell a different story. The cage, for many of us, is the fear of judgment. I had to learn this the hard way. When I decided to step into my calling as an intuitive guide, people had opinions. Some didn't understand. Some judged. But I realized that if I failed to learn the lesson of sovereignty, I would keep repeating the cycle of burnout. You have to understand, rejection is often just protection. When people move away from you because you start to shine, God is simply clearing the room, or you can hear His voice clearly, so you can hear His voice clearly. Are you staying in a situation that eats away at your soul just to avoid a difficult conversation? That, my friend, is the cage. And today, we are acknowledging it exists. The second step of my framework is find your keys. Your key is the realization that you do not need a permit from society to be who God created you to be. God is calm. Anything that is chaos is not from God. People pleasing is chaotic. It makes your mind noisy. To find your keys, you have to go into solitude. In the quiet of my heart, as my song says, I found my peace. You have to empty your hands of other people's expectations to have the capacity to hold the abundance God wants to give you. You cannot carry your old pleaser identity into your new prosperous timeline. It won't fit through the door. The key is simple. Believe God more than you believe the noise. So how do we leave?
Acknowledge the cage.
We start by saying no to what drains us and yes to what ignites our spirit.
The permit you seek.
When you stop carrying what others think, you become a vessel of the sky. You become transparent. That transparency is your new power. I am living proof that when you free your mind, your reality shifts. I have moved from a place of deep loneliness to a life where I'm finally aligned with my heart's desires. I am now in a beautiful season of opening to divine love and partnership, experiencing a sense of connection and peace I never thought possible. Why? Because I choose to be authentically me. If you're 40, 50, or 60 years old and you feel like you've lost your way, it is never too late to come home. You are the lost sheep that the shepherd is calling back today. Put down the burden.
Stop searching outside.
Let the head feel light again.
The permit you seek, the key to your fear.
I know it's scary to stand in your own light. I know you might feel like you have no one to talk to who truly understands. This is why I'm here. I am an intuitive empath, but more than that, I'm a listener. I am a channel for the hope you think you've lost. If you are ready to unpack the burdens you've carried for 20, 30 years,
the permit you seek,
I invite you to a Free Your Mind session. It's a safe, non-judgmental hour where we talk. You talk mostly, and I listen. With the guidance of the Spirit, not judgment, just release. Check the first pinned comment below for the link to my calendar and to download my free ebook teaser, Heal Your Soul. You are a divine light being. It's time to stop sleepwalking and start shining.
The key to your fear.
I love you, I believe in you, and I'll see you in the light. Free your mind, illuminate your path, and prosper.